Hello students, good morning to all of you. Today once again I am live now. Today we start our third book of English. We have already know in class 9 there prescribed three books: Behive, Moments and Word and Expression. Today we start Word and Expression, unit first of this book. In unit first, what we have already read in our Behive chapter, first one, the fun they had. In this book we will read what we have learned from that book. So we start the future cars. The story, the fun they had, takes us to the world of the future where children study in a virtual classroom. The students, in that Behive chapter first, the fun they had, we read how a student get a study from robotic teacher, and in that book we already read how students alone take study there in his virtual classroom. The learning is through computer software or the internet or by a robotic teacher. And we learn there how a student learn from robotic teacher, mechanical teacher. Many exciting new technologies would continue to transform the world and improve human welfare. Yes, it is true. Nowadays, day by day, this improved technology change our life, and in changed life we are facing such difficulties to change ourselves. Here are two of them. When these become reality, the then generation may ask with surprise people were driving the cars. So in this unit first, we will read two things that will happen in future. First one, self-driving cars. Self-driving cars exist today that are safer than human driven cars in most driving conditions. Yes, students, when we go somewhere we use car, and that car is driven by people, person. In that car driver is a person, but in some future, in coming days, in coming 3 4 5 years, you will get without driver. Car is moving. Just as car reshaped the world in 20th century, so will self-driving cars in the 21st century. Just as cars reshaped the world in the 20th century, so will self-driving cars in 21st century. Students, as we all have become identified, car can go anywhere. With this car we reach our far distance in little time, in less time. So in this 20th century we have addressed a car. This becomes new technology for all of us. But in a coming days, we again address that car that will be without driver. We address these things in the so students in 20th century we address car, and which kind of car? That car is driven by a person. But in coming century, that means when we reach in 21st century, we will see a car that will be without driver. How can it possible? Yes, it can possible. In most cities, about 20-30% of usable space is taken up by parking spaces. In most cities today, what we are looking in most of our cities, 20 to 30% space is covered from car. It is correct. Most cars are parked about 95% of the time. Self-driving cars will be in almost continuous use, most likely held from a smartphone apps, thereby dramatically reducing the need of parking. Cars will communicate with each other to avoid accidents and traffic jams. Cars will communicate with each other to avoid accidents and traffic jams. And riders will be able to spend commuting time on other activities like work, education, socializing. So what we have seen there, in 20th century we have addressed car. In our ancestors' time, they go somewhere by using block cart. Yes, but in our time, car has come, train has come, aeroplane has come. But in our future, again something new will be happen. What new will be happen? New is that a new car, a new shape of car, reshaping the car. Reshaping, that means this car will be driverless. Yes. Drones and flying cars. What is drone and flying cars? Yes, it can possible. Of course it can possible. Drones and flying cars like aeroplane can fly into the air. At the same way, drones and flying cars will be available there. Where we are going, we don't need roads. Dr. Emmett Brown is telling you, somewhere we are going, we need road to go there. But in coming time, no need of road. We may proceed without road. Yes. GPS, Global Positioning System, which started out as a military technology, is now being used to help taxis get mapping directions, etc. Likewise, drones had started out as a military technology but are increasingly being used for a wide range of consumer and commercial applications. Students, We use global positioning system GPS. For what we use nowadays, our military, our army men using GPS to help taxis get mapping direction. It means whenever they want to go somewhere and they don't know how they reach there, they use GPS system to reach that place. As the same way drones had started out as a military technology but are increasingly being used for a wide range of consumers and commercial applications. For examples, drones are being used to inspect critical infrastructure like bridge and power lines. Yes, students, how we use drones in our time? We use drones in our time to inspect our bridges, to inspect power lines. Is there something wrong or not? Is there something instinct or not? To survey areas struck by natural disaster, many other creative uses like fighting animal poaching. There are startups that use drones to deliver medical supplies to remote villages that can't be accessed by road. Yes, students, there are many villages still in India. There we can't reach through road. What should we do to reach there? So we will know in future to reach in that place we use drones. We supply medical emergency by using drones. Drones easily can reach in that kind of place. Yes. There is also a new wave of startups working on flying cars, including two funded by the co-founder of Google, Larry Page. New wave of startups. New waves of startups, that means nowadays our youngsters scientists are inventing something new. How they will pick up new things. Our co-founder of Google, Larry Page, has been investing so much money there. Flying cars use the same advanced technology used in drones but are large enough to carry people. Students, like drones, in our future flying car also will be available. In that flying car, people easily move from one place to another place. Yes. Due to advance in materials, batteries and software, flying cars will be significantly more affordable and convenient than today's planes and helicopters. Due to advanced in material, batteries, software, flying cars will be significantly more affordable, convenient than today's plane and helicopter. Students, when we go somewhere from planes, from helicopter, it takes a lot of cost from us. But in near future, we use car in cheap cost. Yes, because in our advanced life, advanced material, batteries, software, things easily available. So from this way we can easily move from one place to another place. Now take second, humanoid robot Sophia Peck in India. At all of Bollywood, not at all of Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan's legion of fans are human beings. One is humanoid robot. It's mean that our Shah Rukh Khan fans is not only human being. Some artificial things is also there, that is follower of Shah Rukh Khan. Yes. The creation of American scientist David Hanson of Hanson Robotic of Hong Kong, Sophia. One artificial robot. Its name is Sophia. Sophia is very much fans of Shah Rukh Khan, superstar Shah Rukh Khan. Yes. Sophia, the world's first humanoid robot, has been made by American scientist David Hanson. Enthralled the audiences on the second day of the World Congress on Information Technology with her witty answers to the rapid fire queries by Rajiv Makhani, Group Managing Editor Tech NDTV. Enthralled the audiences on the second day of the World Congress on Information Technology to the rapid fire queries by Rajiv Makhani is telling about it. Ki how artificial things become attracted from natural things. When asked who her favorite actor is in India, Sophia answered Shah Rukh Khan without batting an eyelid as the audience applauded loudly. When people ask from Sophia artificial things, that her favorite, who is her favorite actor in India, she easily, without hesitating, she told Shah Rukh Khan. To the question about the perfect place for outing, she quickly replied, space. And when people ask her what of her favorite place, she easily told their space. And so to the question about the perfect place for about, she quickly tell space. What of her favorite place? She told space. And the person she would like to be in company with on an island is David, her creator. He is also her favorite tech person, not Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg. So, when people ask question from Sophia, who is her favorite people in company, she told David that David had made Sophia. On being asked if she wanted to see any changes in the world, Sophia said she would like people to develop a feeling of love for all. So, students, we all nowadays at home due to lockdown. I just share message to all of you. We don't fight to each other. We just love. We just confer love to all. The humanoid robot, which uses artificial intelligence to understand the questions and answer them, said she wanted to use robotics to fight for the right of women. So, humanoid robot, which uses artificial intelligence to understand the questions and answer them, said she wanted to use robotic to fight for the right for women. So here Sophia is very much in the side of women. She fight for women. She against those people who against women. When asked to react on her most controversial comment in the past that she wanted to kill human race, she said it was a bad joke, which she had made when she was young. But I was told that women have great sense of humor, she said. So here she is joking and telling that she also respect human being. She just move as a like of human being. This is the second time that Sophia came to India. The first time being in Mumbai to attend a tech fest. This is the second time that Sophia came to India, and Sophia was brought to India, and he was brought India first time in Mumbai to attend tech fest. Tech fest, that means where technological things available there. When asked how she felt being in India, she said she had visited many places in the world, but Hong Kong continues to be her favorite place because she was born there and has been with the Hanson robotic family. So, when people ask from Sophia which is the best place for her, which is the favorite place for her, she just told to all of us that is Hong Kong, where she was born, and she still has been with the Handsome robotic family because David Handsome had made her. She hopes that someday she would be in a position to express her emotional feeling. She hopes that someday she would be in a position to express her emotional feelings. In response to the question how much money had she invested in Bitcoin, she replied, "Well, I am just 2 years old. It is not the legal age to open a bank account," sending the audience into peal of laughter. So students, here when scientists made Sophia, scientists used artificial intelligence into her brain, and she understood each and everything. So many questions asked from Sophia, and she replied very correctly. And again, when people ask from her about the bank account, about the money, she again here told that I am just 2 years old. It is not the legal age to open a bank account. So, students, even she was made big. Her height was made 6 feet, but she was just accumulating her age, how old she is, and she understood each everything due to artificial intelligence was fit in her head. When she told about her opinion about the legal age to open a bank account, all audiences made laughing on her. Speaking to media later, Hansen said he hopes that a fully grown and matured robot with body-mind coordination would become a reality in another 5 or 10 years. Here David Hansen, again telling in coming days after 10 years, he becomes successful to making kind of robot, such kind of robot will compare human being. On his journey with Sophia in the last 2 years, he said it was a great progress. I have developed affinity to the robot whose facial expressions resemble that of my wife. Here, David Hansen is telling about this journey, how he made Sophia in the last 2 years.